We spend so much time and effort with the client, working with them through the design phase to get to the finish line and really see it all come together. It's beautiful. It also really, really works well for our client, and we couldn't be happier. Our client didn't ask for a specific style, but he had this vision of these pods. And we loved it, and so it just kind of organically started to grow into a shape that we've got here. What's really neat is the functionality of it all. By having all these different pods, we've been able to segment the different zones of the home. First pod, you've got your primary suite with your home office, so you're kind of separated from everything else. You've got privacy, views to the back, areas in the middle for getting ready, like your closets, your bathroom, and then at the front, you've got your nice home office with views out to the front yard. So really cool, separated, private setup. Center pod is your entertainment zones. You've got a lot of views out to the back, center fireplace, your kitchen, your functional zones for when people arrive, people are entertained in the middle. And then we've got another pod to the left. That is your bedroom suite pod. So this is for all the guests or whoever's going to be staying. You've got 3 separate bedroom suites, so really could grow with a family. And then the final pod is the garage space. You really get great separation between where you live and sleep, but then also where you entertain. So it's really nice buffer zone to be able to keep those things separated from each other. We focused on bringing the outdoors in and also those architectural elements. Something that you're seeing in this room here is all that steel structure that creates really neat interest outside, but it's also serving as the main structure of this pod. And we've been able to extend that all the way outside. So when you're standing outside, you're looking in, you get this continuation of architecture that goes from outside to inside.
Good landscape design has to complement the architecture of the home, as well as the natural features of the property and site and the context of the site. It has to create a consistent overall feel from when you arrive to the property to the minute you step foot in the house and move throughout the rest of the property. It needs to meet the functional requirements of the users and the overall aesthetic as well. So with the landscape design, we really wanted to complement this really peaceful, serene lot that we have here. We wanted to organize the space and provide really obvious wayfinding for guests, using architectural concrete walls to frame the main entry and provide a grand entrance to the primary entrance of the home, and then a secondary entrance to the mudroom, which the primary homeowner would use. It created a more intimate experience as you enter the house on a daily basis. With the Ipe decking that we use for the boardwalks, it's a really rich hardwood, and then you can choose to let it silver, which we have done, which is just a really simple, minimalist finish, which still complements the house to really kind of bring out the Scandinavian style of the pod design of the house. Our client's vision was always to have a full-length lap pool, with the proportions of the pool stretching across the entire backyard. You can really feel the presence of the pool no matter where you are in the house, creating that backdrop and that experience. During the construction phase, the homeowner worked with another local designer on plant selection. Everything turned out beautiful and complements the landscape really well.
This project is such a great representation of integrated design. We were really able to work as a full team on this project, from furnishings to landscape design to architecture to interior design. We really can see the true connection between inside to outside and how it's so important that you think about how these spaces do really blend together. We've got this long bungalow format, but you've got this pool that nicely scales to the size of the house. So there's just a lot of great connections here that we were able to think about because we work collaboratively as a team on the whole problem holistically. We want the furniture to be part of that interior design element. We want the landscape to be part of the architecture. So this is such a great example of that. It's so exciting for us to see visually how this design works, but also really cool to touch in with our client to see how the space has actually been functioning for him. That's even more exciting for us, is like, it's beautiful, but it also really, really works well for our client. We couldn't be happier to see it all come together.